Welcome.
Welcome back here in the North Blue in Toronto at the Sheraton. My name is Alto. I am joined by Vandal, and we are at the Unsung CARTA MAGICA Regionals watching some One Piece. There's FIFA going on, there's Pride going on, there's a million things going on, but we are here with you watching One Piece, and there's nowhere we would rather be in this moment.
And no one I'd rather be here with.
Oh.
Like you and all and my friend also here. But yeah, no, we're really excited to show you round 8 of this. Obviously, these are really tense matches. There's 4 people left undefeated, so this is essentially the semi-finals heading to the finals. You've seen these like before. We have some Enels, we got a Goofy, we also have a Lucy as well. So we're about to show you one of the semi-final matches, which is, what do we got for us?
What we have is classic for this meta. We have Purple Enel versus Goofy. This is a matchup that I really, really love. I really want to see it, and we have a local hero, Nigel, versus the legendary Eric Quintana.
Yes, and I've always heard legends and myths of Quintana, and just all the people who have many great things to say about him in terms of him being able to help people learn and grow in the game. So I'm really excited to see his take on this matchup.
Yep, and it does look like Nigel won the dice roll here. He chose first. Nigel did mulligan, and Eric kept his starting hand. Nigel starting off with the Luffy Searcher, looking at top 3, able to take an impel down type character, going to grab the buggy. And of course, in this matchup, Luffy can restand 2 Dawn as long as he has an Impel Down card, and Enel can do a lot of Dawn shenanigans to essentially stay at 6 Dawn all game, but establish big bodies, play a lot of events, and go wide.
Yep, and Nigel with the tech of having an alt art card, but then having a base art leader without a sleeve. Just maximum damage. Yep.
We were joking before because when you face Nigel on the Bandai app, usually his name is something along the lines of like swing 5, swing 10, take, trigger, play, Kumasi, play, like it just goes on and on and on. But he said he'll be
3
Nigel
drop
for
Hero
today.
Sparrow,
Yeah.
5 drop 7 drop Woodland, something like that. Yeah, but we see here just with double searcher opening followed by a 7 lead. So both sides with that standard opening with 2 cards self-replacing and just getting some decent aggression on the handshake.
Yes, and I'm really interested to see how both players approach this matchup. We got to see Jonas play earlier, and that was really, really fun to kind of see how he handled it. Not seeing the secret on curve, going with this kind of Reiju, buffing the Reiju line to keep up the aggression. And it looks like Eric is just going to start with a 7 swing, doing some damage. He's going to Mamaragan to return those 2 Dawn, but of course they are going to come right back. He'll draw for the Mamaragan, he'll rest the Luffy, and then he can always just swing at the Luffy. And he also does get the Satori Search as well, so that has to resolve first. That allows him to look at his top 2, and he can just fix his stack.
Yeah, so this is a very strong opener in terms of being able to like look for information, look for certain cards, and yeah, he's leaving at top, restacked, reordered them, and yeah, that's gonna get rid of the Luffy. And he still's got turn left to go, so leader ability for 5 Dawn, and has 2 active to work with, and a 6k swing.
Yep, 6 coming through. We'll see, does Nigel want to give up the 2k when he turns it sideways? Or he hasn't swung yet, I guess. Might attach another Dawn to go 7, just to make it that much more awkward. Demanding 2 cards here. And just going to get the event out of hand right away from Nigel, saying, I don't even know if I ever get to play this in this matchup. When am I going to get 5 unique names out when you can just rest and remove my board on a whim?
Yep, and we see the Thor come through to just pop. Yep, worth going card for card just to empty the board out. Yep.
Yeah, and we're seeing Eric here with that like the really early kind of board clear strategy, saying I'm not going to let you put any pressure back onto me. I want to keep the board clear. I want to be in the commanding position in this game. And we see Nigel just really quickly, no hesitation. This is the play you want to make on 5 Dawn. As Goofy, you play the buggy. He allows you to draw a card, then play a Prisoner of Impel Down. And he can also turn that Prisoner of Impel Down into a blocker when necessary.
Yeah, and no 2-drop baby to drop out, or maybe there's some super secret special event that he's playing. Who knows? When Nigel does like to run some interesting tech cards. I've seen his Lucci list run things like Iron Body and other things too, so Nigel's no stranger to tech.
Yep, and it looks like the 5 swing just gets blocked right away by the Impel Down All-Stars. And Eric just going to play out the secret Enel, return a Dawn, and look at his top 5. He can take anything that he wants, and then he has to trash a card in return here.
Yeah, so thinking carefully about this, Quintana has a lot of, does a lot of practice, has a very, rigorous testing group, so obviously this is a matchup he would have practiced heavily, so love to see his pick choices in how he's going to handle this.
Yep, I will certainly be taking notes here on Eric's play and Nigel's play. At this stage, both players really know what they're doing in this matchup and in this tournament.
DD gets pitched. saying, nope, I don't need that. There's nothing bigger than 8 or 9 that I have to deal with that Gamma Knife won't deal with already.
Yeah, and attaching Dawn here to putting with leader effect. Swinging 6, I believe that got countered out. Snap countered right away. Returning a Dawn. Playing out Shura. Drawing a card. Now a Lightning Dragon is going on the Prisoner of Impel down to freeze. And of course with Lightning Dragon you also get to just draw. And passing it back to Nigel for a 7 Dawn turn.
Yeah, and look at this max rarity deck. Just not Magas, but still maybe max rarity, at least until the Shura altar comes out.
Yes, right. All right, and so we see Nigel just taking a minute here, thinking about what he wants to do. Going to turn the buggy sideways, swinging a quick 6, non-committal, kind of sneaky 6. Just I'm gonna sneak a 6 in there.
Knows this buggy probably won't stick for very long anyway, so get the value when I can.
Exactly. Yeah, keep up the pressure, and he is just going to drop the Boa, freeze the Enel. Of course, Boa can essentially freeze anything but Luffy, lore appropriate here, and the Enel actually cannot be rested, which is functionally preventing the attack.
No.
And then going to restand 2 Dawn and swing 7 at lead. So a very standard 7 Dawn play for Nigel here. You play the Boa, you use your leader effect, you swing 7, you put pressure down, you get this really big body, and now it's up to Eric to have the Gamma Knife or to have something to answer.
Yeah, and I'm not used to this board state where neither player can heal, so this amount of life is the amount of life that they're working with. These life totals don't go higher from here. They have to play from this point.
Yeah, what a relief.
Yeah.
After all of these back and forth matches, my heart can't take it. They're at 0, then they're at 2, then they're at 0. Yeah. And another secret Enel coming down. I think this is the line when I was theory crafting this matchup, because it's easy to freeze 1 Enel per turn, but it's really hard to freeze 2. And so if you can safely get down the 2 Enels, you can start to apply a lot of pressure, and then you just need Varis for things like Luna that could maybe mess up and get your board frozen.
Yeah. I wonder what Nigel's plan is from here, because, like, do you just, well, like, we always think that trying to set up the Impel Down All-Stars combo is not feasible when it's so easy to clear board. So, I mean, you just have to keep swinging, right?
Yep, and that was a kitten coming through on the buggy, minus 1,000, just making him a simple 5,000 power character. Can be swung at if Eric should choose with something like leader. And Eric is still a strong position here to like just completely wipe this board. Maybe going to opt to leave up the Boa for a turn.
We're seeing about 5 or 6 cards in Nigel's hand, so
yeah,
definitely a lot of ways that you can tax this. Yeah, so...
Yep, another minus 1,000 here. I mean, that buggy, I don't think he's long for this world. And of course, then he can no longer make prisoners a blocker. And it looks like the pudding is going to go 6 into 4.
Yep, Nigel decides to give it blocker anyway, just for fun. What can punish that?
Yeah. And then thinking about a leader swing here. Likely going to face. Yep, just a 5 swing coming through. Going to demand a card. And Nigel, he has, it looks like about 5 in hand. You kind of want a few more cards here, so he might opt to take, but then of course Eric might just go 10 life and then freeze the prisoner. So you have to always be aware of that. Or actually, no, that Enel can't attack, so that will be the last swing. So he's okay for now.
Yeah, so no Dawn left really to assign here. And I think it's past there. But this is a scary wide board. But that's a scary 7/9 Boa that cannot be blocked. And yep, Lightning Dragon on this prisoner. This prisoner is never leaving Impel Down.
Nope. And so there's some good news and some bad news here for Nigel. The good news is his Boa lived for another turn. The bad news is his prisoners is frozen and there's 2 secret Enels staring him in the face. But there's nothing, this isn't something that Luffy cannot overcome. We know that Luffy overcame Enel in the real world, I wanted to say. And so I guess he can with the One Piece card game as well.
I mean, if you have broken hand, do you actually just go like nine twice basically here and just drop them to 0 and be like, you know what, I'm just going to pray for just all Dawn leaders and get through?
Yep, so we see the Mamaragan coming through, I believe, on the 5 swing. The 9 will be taken without a trigger.
And that's it. Nope, 4.
Yeah.
Galdino.
That's exactly what you want on this turn. You need to freeze one of those Enels. You just can't have both of them swinging at you. And you get back 2 Dawn anyway. And going to drop, another Boa Hancock.
This is exactly what you want, because you have a checkmate position now. Obviously, well, I say obviously, but one of these Boas is going to get cleared, potentially 2 of them. So if Eric can manage to clear both of them, then I think he can stabilize from here. But Nigel is representing a checkmate situation.
Absolutely. And the question, like you said, is what can Eric do here? Can he remove both of these boas in the same turn? This is something that Enel is certainly capable of doing. And we did see him pitch Divine Departure earlier, suggesting he probably has some way to minus at least one of these boas here. And so he could do like a Gamma Knife on the standing one, and then he could swing big into the rested one. So there's a lot of options here for him. But of course, even the prisoners can actually be a threat in this stage of the game too, with the Brook to swing for game. So Eric, he has a lot to deal with in one turn.
Yeah, because I see him like navigating his trash. I'm not sure if that's because there's like like it's telegraphing the senior pink in hand. I don't think he has it. He's probably just checking, and also maybe that is a signal fake. You know, oh, I'm gonna senior pink it. But you know, my thought is like, yeah, if you senior pink here and develop, you won't really get. You know, you still only clear one. But yeah, no, we're just opening Gamma Knife, so most you can do is play a 4-drop unless you ramp and then play a 5-drop.
It is on the rested one, not the standing one.
Yeah, so that will be cleared.
Yeah.
Not too bad, but you still have to deal with the other one, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, does he have another Gamma Knife here to deal with the standing one too? Or is he just going to leave that up and try and survive? I mean, if Nigel has Brook.
Yeah, you need what? Gamma Knife, Key 10, Thor to clear it at that point? Yeah. Gamma Knife, Key Thor?
Yep.
6, Nigel's thinking about it. I mean, it's tough, I think.
Yep, checking trash first.
The 6K can go into it, but I guess maybe Nigel's thought is like, if I save this, then you can't maybe do Gamma Knife, Mamaragan on the other one and clear that one too. Like if you happen to have that.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's thinking, no, it's just too likely. Like
up and
okay,
there it comes.
Is it actually exactly that?
Gamma Mama, I think you called it. I think your observation hockey is on point as usual. Yep, there's 2 Dawn getting returned. And there's the Mama.
Ooh, so this is probably why Nigel's thinking about countering, because then if he does, you can't clear the other one.
Yeah.
Because he's probably saying, but there's no way you have another one and the Mama in hand.
Yeah.
And there it is.
And so the question now will be, can Nigel refill his board? Luckily, he still has 3 life. He's still quite healthy for this stage of the game. But because of that, actually, his hand is a little bit small, and he hasn't seen a lot of cards that replace themselves. Yep.
He has the full commit here, though. But so if Nigel does counter out and have a Brook in hand, he can potentially go for it, right? So this could be one of those Hail Mary plays. Oh, wait. Because if he can get out, he has the Brook in hand. 2K, 2K?
He does counter out.
So he has...
But Eric could...
If he has Lightning Dragon.
Yeah, he could punish.
Yeah.
So
but there's no blocker, so the impel down prisoner still can threaten.
And the turn passes back to Nigel. We are going to have to do some math.
Okay, so I mean, you have to go. Like, you have no choice. You have the Brook in hand. What's the best line? 7, yep, just 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, starting with a 7, then probably something like a 5.
Yeah.
Yep, 7 gets 2K, 1K'd. And then do we just drop the Brook?
I wonder, how do you do this? Because do you do the 9 first in case it's overkill? Like in case, how many cards? Yeah, the question.
Yeah.
How many are in hand?
Yeah.
Did they say 7? I hope we didn't say 7.
He might have. I wouldn't be surprised at this point of the game.
5.
So the 5 gets countered.
Yeah, so he can go 12 Brook.
Yeah.
And then restand 2 Dawn 14.
Yeah, so Eric will likely have to counter out of the 12.
So 12, 14.
Yeah. 12 is still a lot to ask for Enel, though. In this stage of the game, he's had lots of time to cycle. He's used Lightning Dragons. He should have still a number of events. We saw him pitch the Divine Departure, though. Now, that can be a 2 of in this meta, so he may have another one.
Is there another line? No, there's no Luna in hand. If there's a Luna in hand, I thought maybe, but no, it's going to be 12.
Be it. Here we go.
But you can still pivot lines here, right? Like, you can decide not to.
The 12 gets taken.
And now Knight has...
I mean, you have to go for it now, right? Or do you? He's at 0 life.
Like,
that's the question. Can you refill your board? Maybe leave up a Dawn for an event. Maybe play a Galdino, freeze something.
Yeah. Because you took the life. But no, you're going to go for it. And I think the only question here is now, do you swing... cheeky. When you resend 2 Dawn, do you swing the full amount or do you leave a Dawn up and start? No, and that's 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. So how much is that?
Nigel gets there.
Okay. That's 8K plus 9K, right? Yeah. So 14. So he needed, on the dot. He needed 1K more. Oh, he threaded the needle there. I was thinking like, yeah, you just gotta go for it. But having double boa plays and then being able to keep it alive is so key.
Wow, that was explosive. What an ending. And I had a feeling, I know Nigel, we've played so many times, and he always goes for it. He always goes for it. He went there, and he got there. Oh,
That literally is just threading needle, like driving the plane right through the canyon, just like landing it where your only chance is, getting that double swing down, and he pushed for it. Yeah,
and I'm really curious about that. It was really that turn where Eric chose to develop the second Enel.
Yep.
Because he could have removed the boa and addressed it on that turn, very likely, if he had a Gamma Knife and if he had Bubba. So either he didn't have it, or he really wanted to establish that second body.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of curious maybe what happened there, because I think if he removes it and then he's able to remove the other boa on curve, he's in a pretty good spot. So there was maybe something missing there, or he just valued the second Enel in that moment. But that seemed to be the pivotal moment where that gave Nigel what he needed.
Yeah. And it would be good to know what he grabbed off the Enel too, because maybe he's like looking for something specific, and that's why. But
100%.
no, seeing, I think, just perfect Aldino, perfect, like seeing the boas. Even, the moment of just Nigel thinking about, okay, what's going to happen after this boa gets swung into? Can he clear both? Can I keep this one alive? And seeing that broken pocket. But yeah, Goofy's just such a flexible deck with the restands.
Wow, I mean, that's supposed to be the bad matchup for Goofy. And I mean, we've just seen so many of them here today. It's the most popular deck seemingly in the room. And that's exactly why, even in your unfavored matchup, you can still get there. You still have a win con, and you can still put so much pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe there's a difference in like the key 10s, because some key 10s were used just to lower some things to make it easier to clear, but I wonder if on those turns, but not having a Reiju or Frankie developed was also difficult too, because you didn't have that mid-sized body in the middle game. But yeah, no, great play from both players. Really excited to see them go into their final rounds. They're both probably very happy to be, whether you're X1 or X2 at this point, you have one round left to play, so things are looking pretty good for you. But no, amazing game. So I'm really excited to see who wins the other game too, because I would love to see Lucy versus Goofy, because I have not seen that today yet.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
But yeah, we're going to go hop over and take an interview with Nigel, which we'll show to you shortly, just because we can't show you guys live interviews until in the future when maybe we can. But now we'll be back very shortly. I believe there's still 10 or 15 minutes left in this round, but we still have stuff to show you, and we'll show you guys the interview as well. But yeah, once again, myself, Vandal, casting alongside Patrick Alto here at the UNSUNG CARTA MAGICA Toronto One Piece Card Game Regional held at the Sheraton Hotel Center.
I said it.
I can never get used to that. But thank you guys so much for joining us so much. This is just such a fun for us to cast these games and show you guys this stuff. We're super appreciative to be here and doing this, especially because this is made by the love of so many different people, so many judges and players who make this possible. But yeah, so definitely stick around and watch our finals that are going to happen in probably 10 to 15 minutes and catch the interview with Nigel, because we'd love to hear more about his thoughts on this game. Yeah, catch you guys very soon.
Welcome back. We are here in Toronto for the UNSUNG CARTA One Piece Regionals. I am here with Nigel, formerly known as Ape Strong.
Thank you. That's me.
We just saw him play on stream, getting there against Eric Quintana, obviously a fantastic player in an unfavored matchup. He was on the Enel, you were on the Goofy. Walk me through the game.
Honestly, the only thing that's going through my mind when I see Penel is if I go face faster, I win, right? So
right, just
yeah, there you go. Turn sideways.
And at the end, that's what you did. You turned stuff sideways. Your boa survived. What were you kind of thinking when that first boa stuck, and then you were able to develop the second one?
Yeah. So I think during the turn when I asked to look in his trash, that's what I was looking for. A lot of the mindness to see, if he was just holding it or because the first boa stuck, right? So I was delicious, right? So I was like, okay, well, if he doesn't get rid of this one this turn, then I'm going for game next turn. Otherwise, I think if I lose both boas, I lose anyways. But I think at least one kept, and I think we talked about it a little bit after too, because he was holding an L4.
Okay.
He was asking me if he L4'd one more time. I had exact counter for 8-4.
Okay.
But I didn't have enough for 9-4. So I was like, oh, my little Rookski in my hand, you got to stay here, buddy. Thankfully, he didn't. So.
Oh, wow. So it was actually that close. Really tight.
1K off.
Yeah, it's those little micro decisions that seem to really matter. Wow. And then on that last turn, what was sort of going through your mind? It looked like you were maybe thinking to pivot before you played the Brook. Were you?
Yeah. So when I was looking at this board like 2 Enels, and I don't have any more freeze, so I already played 2 boas, like nothing else coming up. I bottomed one early in the game, so it's definitely not coming up. And I think I bottomed a Galdino as well, so I was thinking, oh, I'm probably not going to see another one.
Right.
So it's either like go face or go home.
Right. And you went face, it worked out. You're now XO going into the final round.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Excited, happy to be here. I love everyone in the community, and it's great. But yeah, no, happy.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm curious, what made you decide to play Goofy today? You were on Nami, I believe.
Yeah,
a week or two ago, and you did quite well with it.
Yeah, I think I got to day 2 in Nami a couple weeks ago. But I think with this new meta, like I think people think the Nami and Luffy matchup is free. Like Nami is free, but it's not.
Right.
And after like testing it out for a bit, I was like, you know what, Goofy is fun. I like it. It's kind of like turn sideways.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I chose it.
That's awesome. And how did you sort of prepare or practice? Because the deck's brand new.
Yeah, I mean, you go face is the place. You swing 6, they give you 2 1Ks. You're happy, right? Like.
All right, you just swing face. Just turn stuff sideways. Advice for all of you Goofy players out there.
There you go.
Just turn your stuff sideways, restand it, do it again.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you gotta do.
Awesome. And what do you want to see in the last round?
Both players there, I know them. I think it's Lucy or Penel, and I think which one I want to see. But I think they're both great players, anyways. So yeah, I'm just happy we're here, anyways. Someone's getting a mat, right? I hope it's me.
Oh, that's awesome. Any shout outs you want to give before we'll give you some time to prepare for the finals, because we'll have you back.
Okay, awesome, cool. Yeah, shout out to the boys. Shout out to PvP Shop. Shout out to Toys Games and Toys. That's the locals. I love you guys. Thanks.
All right, so we will be back soon with some more One Piece with the finals.
Thank you.